Hey 143 fam, Happy New Year. We're going to take a look at your general overview and love for the full month of January 2020. I'm also going to be choosing 2 winners this month. You'll get to decide between a free reading or a free healing session. If you would like to be considered for the giveaway, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment below your video and I will notify winners at the very end of the month. Now let's take a look and see what 2020 has in store. Hey Taurus, this reading is for Taurus Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to take a look at your general overview first, then love. I will have timestamps down below. Taurus, general overview, January 2020. Taurus, general overview, January 2020. I feel like the cards are sticking a little bit, Taurus. I feel excitement for you guys, but I feel a little bit of resistance, and I can feel it in the cards. Let's get you guys one more shuffle here. It's funny because you don't need to resist anything. There's really beautiful energy showing up for you here. Very beautiful energy showing up for you here in January to kick off the new year. I'm feeling something around a childhood friend or a friend just from way back. This could be back in college, a decade ago. Somebody's meant to resurface in your life, and you'll find out why in January. It revives some part of you that's maybe been dormant for a little bit. I see a revival. I see a revival of youthfulness, and this is somebody that just brings that out of you. Okay, this could be an air sign. Air signs are pretty good at doing that. I'm actually channeling Cancer, though, for you, Taurus. A Cancer sign is showing up that kind of gets you to be a little childish, a little more youthful, reminiscing about that kind of a time, but it's very, very good for you. I feel like there could possibly be like a business connection with this person, so see this through, okay? Even if it's totally random, be open to reconnecting to this person. It feels very, very good. So Taurus, get a little bit more clarity. Taurus, January 2020 general overview. All right, we have Ocean. Kicking off the new year, it's always good to cleanse, okay? This is sea salt baths, drinking more water, cleansing your physical body. I'm getting here. I'm also feeling possibly a move somewhere a little more scenic, somewhere possibly by the water. I'm getting... well, water sign, right? I was getting Cancer for you guys. So I really think there could be a Cancer sign showing up, even if it's not their sun sign, but somebody who truly embodies those typical water sign qualities. I'm really feeling... I'm getting youthfulness, but I'm also getting depth. It's not an immature person from the past. It's not like someone got stuck 10 years ago, you outgrew them, and now they're going to resurface. It's not that. It's somebody who grew up, but it's just somebody who can sort of bring out that youthfulness in you. It feels like that actually cleanses something. Like there's something about a water sign showing up that cleanses or heals something for you. I also think for some of you, if you had an abrupt ending to a relationship from way back when, this reconciliation of sorts will bring about a ton of peace. Will make a little bit more sense now why you had gone separate ways. It's something you're going to want to see through here. Focus on service. I feel like someone could be showing up asking you for help. I'm feeling something about a business connection for you, Taurus. You could have someone from the past showing up asking for your help in business, asking for you to open a door for them. You very well could be asking somebody to do the same for you. If somebody asks for your help at this time, say yes. Even if it's random, even if you feel like it's a little awkward because you haven't heard from them, especially if they happen to be a water sign. It just feels... First of all, the karma that's going to come through that for you is just so beautiful. But we have focus on service at the center of your reading. Feels like you'll be of service to somebody, but by helping them, again, it just heals something. It almost feels like you'll open a door for somebody, and then they're going to open a door for you down the road, okay? Let me grab this card that just flew. This is why, again, I'm getting business. I really think you're helping somebody. I just heard connecting somebody to an investor. there could be some sort of, I don't want to say competition, but like a competing firm, or you may have a reason to hesitate making this connection. Do it anyway. Spirit's asking you to help whoever this is. I'm getting a lot of child energy here too. So if it's not a childhood friend, you may be helping a friend's child, like a close friend's child who maybe just got out of college, opening a door for them. This could be your child as well, needing someone to open the door, you reaching out to a close friend and asking for help. But it does feel like for the majority of you, if this shows up, this is someone asking for Taurus's help. See, on this entrepreneur card, there's somebody lighting a fire. I feel like you help light that fire for somebody else, but now you both have a flame, right? You light somebody else's fire, but you're not blowing out your flame. There's really good karma here. I see like almost maybe joining forces at some point, even if that wouldn't make sense in January. This person will circle back and help you though, okay? And it's not that you want to help them because someone can circle back and help you, but they will, okay? This won't just like be the end of the road for this person in your life. So we have Ocean, and we have a life purpose here. Some of the cleansing that you're experiencing has to do, let's be honest, with detox, okay? Letting go of certain people in your life that are no longer in alignment with where you are at. Jobs, people, environments that just don't serve you well anymore. Why? Because you are coming full circle with life purpose. Part of your life purpose is to help serve other people. I think those of you who have your own business and you are helping other people for a living, it may not even be opening a door for somebody in business. It just may be your product or your service helps a friend from the past. So for example, if you're a therapist, someone may be coming to you and asking for a session. If you are a healer of sorts, regardless of what modality you use, someone may be showing up and saying, hey, I really need your help right now. Do this for them. There's something really blessed for you, but also in alignment with soul purpose. This isn't the end of this relationship. It won't just be somebody asking and taking without giving back to you. There's a whole lot of gratitude. Okay, I have two cards that just flew out as I say that. Yeah, I think you guys need to heal. This could also be a family member. This could be somebody from childhood that is family who needs your help now. Again, we come back to focus on service center the reading. Clarify by see only love. This speaks to forgiveness. This speaks to healing, okay? Whoever this person is really needs to be forgiven. They need you to let go of something, forgive something, gift them that. Sometimes when we forgive, whether you feel like that person is deserving or not, it's the greatest gift that we can give ourselves. I know that sounds corny, but it's so true because you release the connection, you release the anger, you release the weight, okay? Something is going hand in hand with childhood, someone's surfacing here, okay? Entrepreneur, clarified by change in direction, okay? Some of you are changing, I keep hearing the word firm. Some of you are changing firms. You may be very firm about new healthy boundaries, and because of that, you're going to step out and do something on your own. You're not going to work for somebody anymore because it doesn't work for you. You are born entrepreneurs, so if you do not own your own business, if you've never stepped out like that before, out of say more of like a typical 9-to-5 job, you may want to consider that at this time. There's definitely movement forward, possibly a move for work. I see you possibly joining forces too with the fire sign here, Taurus. Leo's coming through, but I feel like Capricorn's coming through. I'm sorry, not Capricorn. Leo's coming through for you, and Aries is coming through for you. Is there a Capricorn that you're walking away from? Could you be leaving a Capricorn business partner maybe to start something new with somebody else, somewhere else? I feel like somebody needs to relocate a business. So if that's been on your mind, now's the time to at least take steps forward to move that business. It might be a big undertaking, okay? It may cost a lot of money. I'm seeing more money on the back end, but it could be a move because you had a fallout maybe with the Capricorn. Crowning your reading is energy work. Your healers. We have focus on service sitting at the center of the reading. You're helping somebody. I feel like someone needs your help, needs your healing, needs your forgiveness at this time. Gift it to them. You're going to benefit if you do. Love this. Bottom of the deck, Archangel Michael. Okay, for cleansing. Oh, we got to look at this too. Time to go. So you're moving past someone, past an environment, maybe leaving a home. Archangel Michael is guiding you on this transition, okay? Archangel Michael is protecting you and also gifting you with additional blessings as you let go and forgive whoever needs your forgiveness at this time, okay? Sorry, Taurus. I had an interruption as I was jumping into your love reading. So let's take a look. Taurus and love. January 2020. Taurus in love. January 2020. You feel happy, Taurus. This feels happy to me. I'm getting a lot of energy. I'm getting a lot of energy around something new with somebody who feels familiar. It feels like you, Taurus, may not have been available, or your partner was not available to get into a truly committed, serious relationship. Like maybe divorce papers hadn't been finalized. It feels like someone had something still lingering with an ex, but that has been finalized and someone can move forward now. So I'm seeing a lot of happiness around new love, a new journey, but it's with somebody familiar. If that applies to you, Taurus, don't be surprised if this person circles back throughout the month of January, or if you feel inclined to reach out to them. It feels a little bit faded. It feels like you and a partner may have had to wait for this, okay? But it feels like a door's opening up now. Like I'm seeing a green light go off, okay? So green light go. It feels like you had not been able to see that green light prior to January. So I'm feeling a lot of happiness around new love. New love that is still familiar. That feels like the message. New love that is still familiar is very happy. But let's get a little bit more clarity here. Taurus and love. January 2020. All right, first card out. Okay, Taurus, I think somebody from the past, universe may be bringing somebody from the past back into your life in regards to work, or someone needs that healing or that favor like we talked about extensively in the first spread. But I do have this feeling it's like there's a bigger reason why they're supposed to circle back. I think for some of you, that's just to open the door, that there are bigger plans here. I think that there may be some love with that person, that childhood friend, or that person who circles back that you haven't spoken to since college, or that connection to children, whoever that person is in connection to children. Something's going on here. Be patient with this. That's why I feel so strongly about if someone reaches out for help, say yes. There's something in it for you. And not that again, that's not why you would say yes, but there's a bigger picture here. But again, something goes back to childhood. I also feel a partner in the picture, or possibly coming into the picture, who'd be very good for your children, you good for their children. We have the separation energy. To be honest, Taurus, I'm feeling like some of you, it's difficult to separate regardless of the circumstances, but I feel like some of you really need a separation to be finalized. Like again, divorce papers to be finalized. I think it's almost more brutal. It's more difficult when separations they're just like endlessly prolonged, because even though you know you're not going to step back into the relationship with somebody, it's like you can't fully move on. Energetically, you can't fully move on from that person. I do, again, see some of you moving on from partners finally. Something official. And because of that, now you're available for somebody that you have some feelings for that you couldn't explore prior to now. You may also, again, be calling somebody into the picture, and that's their experience that they're having, and now they can be available for you. I do think, though, for those of you really, really deep in the separation, you're not close to this being finalized yet. Children are having a hard time, and that's natural with divorce. I think children are having a hard time, but they're strong. They're more resilient than maybe you think. But I'm seeing inner child really suffering. The child that I see suffering the most because of separation is inner child right now. So if that still applies to you, the healing that we talked about, the forgiveness we talked about in the first spread, is probably going to come into play in regards to your love life here. I'm seeing a parent, and you may be grown and have children of your own here. I see somebody's parent who maybe took off when someone was a child coming back into the picture. You may have experienced this with the partner, and then they circle back. They want to reconnect to their kids. But I'm seeing like a child feeling a little neglected. So don't be surprised if that's your experience and something triggers a little bit of abandonment and a little bit of neglect. It's not something you're going to carry with you all month long, okay? This is just a reflection so that you know to heal that, because it feels like that lingers from something else. Even if you wound up marrying a negligent partner and you're going through the separation with that particular partner right now, it still feels like that neglect is a karmic pattern from childhood. So this is an opportunity to heal something major, karmic healing here. But for the most part, Taurus, I'm not seeing the separation being quite as difficult for you now as you get into January. Like I said, there's new love. There's some sort of excitement that's coming up for you, but following separation is retreat, okay? For those of you who would like to rekindle, if you're separated but you're not divorced and you haven't fully called things off, you have the opportunity in January to come back together, but it's going to require absolute attention, absolute forgiveness, absolutely no distractions. I do see two people retreating together as like a last effort to save a marriage or a major relationship, and it actually working. Something about, I just heard survival, the survival of the relationship, survival of a marriage. You survive, you get through it, and you come back together. But I'm hearing you have to go into the depths. It requires forgiveness. I think that's the biggest message I'm channeling through retreat here. It's going so deep that you can both honor where you've gone wrong, being so vulnerable with one another. No egos, no restraints, just like going all in, because again, it's like a last effort here. Some of you are going to do that or have the opportunity to do that in January. And I actually do see, I see real healing. And it could result in healing that allows you to peacefully move on too. But I do see somebody coming back together. You could have felt like, because there's this energy around separation and someone not being ready to be with a partner. You could have felt like you still needed space and the partner wanted to get back together, and you're like, no, I haven't healed enough yet. We haven't healed enough yet. We can't do this. Or you may have heard the partner say that, okay? Somebody feels ready to come back together now. Okay, so we have children. Clarify by release your ex, okay? You'll be releasing those karmic patterns at this time. Releasing the ex so that you can move on with new love. For those of you who are not trying to rekindle anything, for those of you who really know that you're just too far beyond that, this is also going to speak to negative energy or just clearing energy in general. That also applies to those of you who are going through a separation, who are willing to retreat, who are willing to work on this one more time. Again, it's that depth of forgiveness, releasing old energy, but releasing old conversations, and being willing to bring something up for the last time, resolve it, get peace, offer forgiveness, and let it go. I mean, this is not like a superficial letting go of an ex. I think for those of you letting go of a person right now, there has been a bit of a challenge. There has been somebody that has suffered in the mix. I do think for some of you, you're just so far beyond this, and you did suffer, but then the divorce has just lingered on and on and on and on and on. You've had plenty of time to heal, but there's still something lingering. If that applies to you, I see somebody new but familiar coming in. But if this hasn't been lingering for a long time, and this is like more of a fresh separation, I don't know. I really see two people at least needing to try one more time. Okay, it might just be to get your peace so that you can move on from one another, but I don't know, Taurus. Try to keep an open mind, because I'm saying this, but then I can feel Taurus's energy sort of like closing off to me. Like, I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if that's the right thing. Intuitively, you're going to know. For those of you who would be willing to retreat and try to work on something again, it would be mutual. You wouldn't be forcing a partner to do it. They wouldn't be forcing you to do it. You'd both be on board. And that's why I see a positive resolution. If someone feels forced into that, it really isn't worth anybody's time, okay? Center the reading here, though, we have separation. Clarified by this could be the one. I think this is why some of you want to try again, and why this retreat is just so important. For others of you, you're separating finally, and this is the person who's coming in, that new but familiar love, that new but familiar face. It's just like possibly that person from childhood circling back. There's big love here. There really is big love here for you, Taurus, even if you have to get out of a relationship first before you can fully entertain this. But I do think some of you are struggling because you thought this person you were going to be with, you thought that they were the one. You got married, you had children, you have a family. It's okay if you're still in that space and you're struggling. That is so much to walk away from. It can take a lot of time to comprehend and come full circle with acceptance. If you're still struggling right now, don't run to new love, okay? It will just be a rebound, but I don't really see Taurus rebounding. If anything, I'm just getting this message that someone is finally ready. And that could be you, Taurus. You're finally ready. Maybe you're coming out of that grief and you're like, you know what? I've done enough healing now. It's not necessarily that you've already met somebody that you're going to call up and say, okay, hey, I'm ready for you now. Maybe it's just about being ready to meet somebody new in general. Okay, let me grab this card that just flew. Okay, love yourself first. This is clarifying retreat. This is all about self-love. Two people coming together to heal must come from a place of self-love. It can't be self-sacrificial because then you'll wind up back in some sort of separation again, okay? But if you can come from a place of self-love and you can honor self-love in your partner, that's how you're going to heal. It comes from that place of self-love that allows you the opportunity to heal with the partner at this time, if that's what you want. Now, for some of you, you are retreating and focusing on self-love. It's not about meeting that new person or calling somebody back in. I think some of you are still in that space of healing and you just still need to nurture yourself. And it's okay if you don't feel ready at the beginning of January. I do feel like by mid-January, you may feel ready. Someone's finally ready, okay? All right, of course, another one of your cards flew. Let me get this. You know, when cards fly all over the place, Spirit's trying to get my attention, okay? Stay optimistic. Stay optimistic about love. Stay optimistic about healing. Stay optimistic about that love that you thought you'd never have the opportunity to entertain because either they couldn't get out of a relationship, you couldn't get out of a relationship, or anytime you did, the other person was already in a new relationship. Stay optimistic because I feel like something's coming full circle now. Someone who made you wait is coming full circle now. It's worth the wait. Okay, bottom of the deck. Let me show you this too. So worth the wait. And we also have soulmate. There's soulmate energy. For those of you who are single, it does feel like a soulmate's either circling back. You had to wait until a better time so that you could finally be together. For those of you who are separated but are still in love and would like to give it another shot, it's been worth the wait. The separation will be worthwhile as long as you both can give each other the opportunity to retreat together, and really give it one last go. Divine timing is what Spirit's saying through this, okay? All right, Taurus, if you feel like you need more clarity, reach out. I'm available for private readings. I'm available for energy healing sessions, which you know that I specialize in, is what I'm trying to say. I will be back mid-month for your mid-month love reading, but in the meantime, I'm sending you so much love, like gratitude. I'll see you back here soon. Ciao.